Hello, let us see chapter 7 triangles of class 9. Before starting this, अगर आपने मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया होगा तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. Okay, let us begin with triangles. Before triangles, we will see congruent figures. What do you mean by congruent figures? Two or more figures are called congruent if they have same shape and sizes. Okay, you can take any example. You can say two mobiles of the same company and have the same version. Okay, they are example of congruent figures. The same idea is extended to congruent triangles. Two triangles are congruent if the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. Now, what do you mean by corresponding sides and corresponding angle? That we will see. Now, before that, we will see correspondence between the vertices of the two triangles. What is the meaning of correspondence? देखो यहाँ पर मैंने ट्राइंगल पी क्यू आर और ट्राइंगल ए बी सी ड्रॉ किया है. आप देख सकते हो साइड पी क्यू इज 5 एंड साइड ए बी इज 5. साइड क्यू आर इज 12 सेंटीमीटर, बी सी इज 12 सेंटीमीटर, and side PR and side AC is 10 centimeters. And see the angles P and A, they are congruent. We can say congruent because of identical marking. Here Q is congruent to B, identical marking, and R is congruent to C. So from this figure we have written this: side PQ and side AB is equal to 5, QR is equal to BC is equal to 12, PR is equal to AC is equal to 12. Also angle P is equal to A, Q is equal to B, and R is equal to C. Okay, so क्या पता चल रहा है इसमें से? ओके, तो इस ये दोनों ट्राइंगल में तीन साइड्स जो है वो एक दूसरे को कॉन्ग्रुएंट से. ओके, तीन साइड्स मतलब कोई भी तीन साइड नहीं, पी क्यू और ए बी इसका ही रिलेशन है तो इसको बोलते हैं कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स. जैसे यहाँ पर पी क्यू वैसे यहाँ पर ए बी, तो सो ए पी क्यू एंड ए बी आर कॉल्ड कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स. सेम वे अगर आप एंगल पी और ए की बात करेंगे, पी और ए इक्वल दिख रहे हैं. ओके, इक्वल मार्किंग से मैंने मार्क किए हैं, आइडेंटिकल मार्किंग से. सो यू कैन से एंगल पी एंड एंगल ए आर corresponding angles. The same can be extended to other sides. Now here we can say triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC. Okay, this symbol is called congruent. Okay, इससे क्या पता चल रहा है? So they are congruent when PQ coincides with AB. Okay, अगर आप ये दो ट्राइंगल PQR और ABC सेम डायमेंशंस के आप ड्रॉ करेंगे कार्डबोर्ड पे और उसको कट करके ए बी सी पी क्यू आर पे रखो या पी क्यू आर ए बी सी पे रखो तो एक ट्राइंगल दूसरे को परफेक्ट कवर करेगा. कब करेगा? व्हेन पी इज फॉलिंग ऑन ए, क्यू इज फॉलिंग ऑन बी एंड आर इज फॉलिंग ऑन सी. ओके, या अदर वे यू कैन से ए इज फॉलिंग ऑन पी, बी इज फॉलिंग ऑन क्यू एंड सी इज फॉलिंग ऑन आर. देन ओनली अगर आप इस जो वर्टाइसेस की जो जोड़ियाँ है वो आप चेंज करेंगे तो दे विल नॉट कवर ईच अदर. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड, सो वी आर डिस्कसिंग करस्पॉन्डेंस बिटवीन द वर्टाइसेस ऑफ टू ट्राइंगल्स. सो अगर इसके वर्टाइसेस में जो जोड़ियाँ जो हमने बनाई है वो अगर आप चेंज करेंगे तो वो कॉन्ग्रुएंट नहीं होंगे. सो करस्पॉन्डेंस बिटवीन वर्टाइसेस ऑफ टू ट्राइंगल्स you can write in a 6 different ways. So this triangle PQR is congruent to ABC for which correspondence? It is for correspondence when P is corresponds to A, Q corresponds to Q corresponds to B and R corresponds to C. अगर आप ये पार्टनर्स बदलेंगे वर्टाइसेस वाले तो वो कॉन्ग्रुएंट नहीं होंगे. सो यहाँ से हम व्हाट वी कैन से PQ coincides with AB, QR coincides with BC and PR coincides with AC, and P covers A, Q covers B and R covers C, then only triangle PQR is congruent to ABC. Okay, so from above we can write there exists one correspondence between the vertices of triangles PQR and ABC. This can be written as P corresponds to A. How to read this? P corresponds to A, Q corresponds to B and R corresponds to C. Now you can remember certain things from the above discussion. Triangle PQR is congruent to ABC under correspondence PQR to ABC. What ये जो ट्राइंगल का जो नाम है आप कैसे भी लिख सकते हो, लेकिन करस्पॉन्डेंस लिखा है PQR टू ABC, इसका मतलब P का पार्टनर A है, Q का पार्टनर B है, R का पार्टनर C है, वो हिसाब से ट्राइंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गए. ओके, यहाँ PQR ABC लिखा है, इस PQR की जगह आप दूसरा RQP भी लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन करस्पॉन्डेंस आपको देखना होगा, तो वो हिसाब से आप करस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स एंड करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. सेकेंड, ट्राइंगल PQR इज नॉट कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू ट्राइंगल, ये सिंबल को बोलते हैं नॉट कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू ट्राइंगल ABC फॉर करस्पॉन्डेंस अदर देन PQR टू ABC. अगर इसकी जोड़ियाँ आप चेंज करेंगे तो वो कॉन्ग्रुएंट नहीं है, ये मतलब है. नाउ थर्ड पॉइंट, इट इज़ नेसेसरी टू राइट द करस्पॉन्डेंस ऑफ वर्टाइसेस करेक्टली फॉर राइटिंग ऑफ कॉन्ग्रुएंस ऑफ ट्राइंगल्स इन सिम्बॉलिक फॉर्म. होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस डिस्कशन. थोड़ा 2 बार 3 बार देखिए, आपको समझ में आएगा, ये कंसेप्ट से. Let us see criteria for congruence of triangles. Equality of one pair of sides is not sufficient to comment upon congruent triangles. मतलब ये one pair of corresponding sides is not sufficient. मतलब अगर 2 ट्राइंगल में सिर्फ एक साइड करस्पॉन्डिंग साइड इक्वल है तो दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट to say that triangle ABC is congruent to PQR. This is clear from this diagram. You can see here it is ABC is a scalene triangle with one side is 3 centimeter and triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle with all sides 3. Okay, so you cannot say ABC is congruent to PQR. Second point, equality of one pair of sides and one pair of angles is not sufficient to give us congruent triangles. यहाँ देखो ट्राइंगल ABC और PQR आपको दिखाई दे रहा है. एंगल ABC इज 50 डिग्री, PQR इज 50 डिग्री, मतलब एक एक करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट है. और एक साइड BC इज इक्वल टू QR 4 यूनिट्स. सो खाली सिर्फ 2 बताए हमने, एक कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल की जोड़ी बताई और एक साइड, सो दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट सफिशिएंट. सो ट्राइंगल ABC इज नॉट कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू ट्राइंगल PQR. तीसरा पॉइंट, डायग्राम देखो, ट्राइंगल ABC एंड ट्राइंगल PQR. सो AB इज 2 यूनिट्स, PQ इज 2 यूनिट्स. AB एंड PQ आर करस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स, BC एंड QR आर करस्पॉन्डिंग साइड्स. AB एंड BC के बीच में एक एंगल है, वो है 50 डिग्री. PQ एंड QR के बीच एंगल है 50 डिग्री. सो दिस एंगल is congruent angle. So what you can say? So side, angle and side. So in the above figure you can say side AB is congruent to PQ, BC is congruent to QR and angle B is congruent, या आप equal भी बोल सकते, equal to Q. So we can say triangle ABC is congruent to PQR under correspondence ABC to PQR. Remember, it is very important that equal angles are included between the pairs of equal sides. We have to remember this point. Now let us have some more figures and let us have discussion on that. See here, triangle PQR and triangle XYZ. Here PQ is 5, XY is 5. So you can say these are the corresponding sides and they are having 5 units. Their length is 5 units. Then QR is 4 and YZ is 4 and angle R is 50 and X is 50. But here from figure itself it is clear that triangle PQR is not congruent to triangle XYZ. Okay, from figure itself you can make out. Okay, let us have one more figure. Draw triangles with 40 degrees, 50 degrees and 90 degrees. You can see the angles are same in these 3 triangles, but then also these 3 triangles you cannot say they are congruent. So what we can say, equality of 3 angles is not sufficient for congruence of triangles. Now from the above discussion we can have the first criterion for congruence of triangles, that is axiom 7.1, side angle side congruence rule. 2 triangles are congruent if 2 sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the 2 sides and the included angle of the other triangle. What is the meaning of this? Here I have drawn 2 triangles, triangle XYZ and triangle UVW. You can see side XY and UV are having same length 2 units. Okay, XZ and UW are having same length 5 units and between these two sides, side xy and xz, there is angle x 50 degree. Same way uv and uw, there is angle u 50 degrees, and that angles are congruent. So from the figure we can write side xy is equal to side uv, then then angle yxz is equal to vuw angle, okay, and xz is equal to xz is equal to uw side, so side angle side. So we can say triangle xyz is congruent to triangle uvw by side angle side, SAS congruence rule. Hope you have understood this discussion. Let us consider theorem 7.1, angle side angle congruence rule. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. So here triangle ABC and DEF, angle B is congruent to angle E, corresponding side. Angle C is congruent to angle F, and between the two angles there is side BC, and between the two angles there is side EF. So BC is congruent to EF. We have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to DEF. Okay, so let us see the proof. For when we discuss the proof of this, there arises three conditions, and we will try to prove this by side angle side rule. Okay, for side angle side we have to consider any one of the sides. So we will take the three different cases, where first case, okay, so case 1 is let AB is equal to DE. Okay, let AB is equal to DE. Okay, so we will refer the above diagram only. Okay, so in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, okay, AB is equal to DE. AB is equal to DE. Reason, we have assumed this, that AB is equal to DE. Okay, then angle B is equal to angle B is equal to angle E. It is given to us. Okay, and what else? BC is equal to EF. Okay, BC is equal to EF. This is also given to us. Therefore, side angle side, side angle side. So therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by SAS, side angle side congruence rule. Okay, let us have case 2. Okay, case 2, let AB is greater, let AB be greater than DE. Okay, let AB be greater than DE. Okay, so we will draw the figure for this case. Okay, so AB is greater than DE, correct? Suppose so we have drawn this figure as per our requirement, and here you can see AB is greater than DE. Okay, yes, so here same, angle B is congruent to angle E, BC is equal to EF, and angle C is congruent to angle F. But we have considered AB is greater than DE. Then what we will take? Construction. We will have construction. Take a point. Construction. take a point P on side AB such that PB is equal to DE. Okay, so we will take a point here and we will call it as P. Join P to C. Okay, we will join P to C by a broken line, we can say. Okay, so we have taken PB is equal to DE. Now let us prove triangle PBC is congruent to DF. Okay, now in triangle PBC and triangle DEF, okay, PB is equal to DE by construction. Okay, angle B is equal to angle E given to us, and BC is equal to EF. BC is equal to EF. This is also given. Therefore, okay, so we have taken PB is equal to D. So triangle PBC is congruent to triangle DEF by side angle side, SAS rule. Okay, so we proved these two triangle PBC and DEF congruent. Therefore, it implies that angle PCB, okay, remaining part. So angle PCB is equal to DFE. Okay, here reason by CPCT. Okay, but it is given that angle C is congruent to F. C means ACB, but angle ACB is congruent to DFE. Congruent, equal, one and the same. This is given. Okay, so therefore right hand sides are same. Therefore angle PCB is equal to ACB. Okay, so here what we have proved? We have proved that angle PCB and angle ACB are one and the same angle. Okay, see here, this is possible when P coincides with A, and when P and A are coinciding, means P and A are same, is coincides with A, implies what it implies? AB is equal to DE. Okay, it implies that AB is equal to DE. Okay, and as from case 1 AB is equal to D, so this also implies that, okay, it also implies triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, okay, by side angle side rule only. This is second case. Okay, we will see now third case. Let us see now third case. Okay, case 3. What is case 3? If let AB be smaller than DE. Okay, let us have the diagram accordingly. Okay, so this is triangle ABC in which AB is smaller than DE. So this is DEF. Rest of the things angle B is congruent to angle E, side BC is equal to side EF, and angle C is congruent to angle F. Okay, so we have considered here AB is smaller than DE. Then take a point M on side DE such that AB is equal to ME. Okay, so take a point M here somewhere on D approximately. Okay, and join this M to F. We will join M to F by broken line. So this is point M. Okay, so construction part is there. So we will write here construction. Take a point M on side D such that AB is equal to ME. Okay, now so now in triangle, okay, now in triangle ABC and triangle MEF, we will prove these two triangles are congruent. So what we are getting, AB is equal to ME by construction. This is one pair of corresponding side. Then angle B is equal to angle E. This is given to us. Okay, and side BC is equal to side EF. This is also given to us. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle MEF by side angle side. Okay, SAS congruence rule or SAS rule. So this implies that, okay, this implies that angle this implies what it implies, that angle MEF is equal to angle ABC. Okay, it implies that angle ABC is equal to angle MEF. Okay, we will write here CPCT. So ABC is equal to MEF. ABC means what? Angle B, but it is given. But B means angle ABC, but angle ABC is equal to angle DEF. E means original triangle I am talking, DEF. So angle ABC is equal to DEF. This is given to us. Okay, so therefore right hand sides are same, therefore left hand sides are same, therefore angle MEF is equal to angle DEF. Okay, angle MEF and angle DEF are one and the same. When it is this is possible when M and D are coinciding. This is possible when M coincides with D. Okay, so what this implies? It implies that ME and DE are one and the same. Okay, it implies that ME is equal to DE. So it also implies that, so when you say ME is equal to DE, so ME, what is ME? ME is equal to AB, therefore DE is also equal to AB. So this implies that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by side angle side rule. So we have considered here three cases. Hope you have understood this theorem. This theorem is also called as angle side angle congruence rule. Let us see now some more properties of a triangle. So here we are going to discuss a theorem. Angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. You can see here I have drawn triangle ABC as it is an isosceles triangle where AB is equal to AC. Then what you have to prove? angles opposite to equal sides. So AB is equal to AC. So what is angle opposite to AB? That is angle C. And angle opposite to AC is angle B. So your target is you have to prove angle B is equal to angle C. So given triangle ABC in which AB is equal to AC, then you have to prove angle B is equal to angle C, or you can name it angle ABC using 3 letters is equal to angle ACB. For this purpose we have to do construction. Okay, what is the construction? We have to draw bisector, bisector of angle A intersecting side BC in some point. Let that some point be D. So we will write inside BC in point D. Okay, let us see. So you can consider this is a bisector of now. Okay, now we are not using here all the techniques of construction. Okay, we have to consider that AD is a bisector of angle A. A means BAC. Therefore angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Okay, now let us write down the proof. Okay, so our target is we have to prove angle B is equal to angle C. So we are having now here two triangles. So we will write in triangle BAD, okay, and triangle CAD. Okay, you maintain symmetry starting from BAD, then you name it CAD. If you will name it ADB, then you can say ADC. So maintain symmetry. Okay, so prove these two triangles are congruent. So AB is equal to AC, it is given to us. Okay, AB is equal to AC. Okay, this is given. So this is a side. This is a side. Okay, I will write here given. This is given to us. Then angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Okay, this is angle. Okay, this is by construction. Okay, this is by construction, and AD is common. So AD is equal to AD. Here what is AD? AD is also side. Okay, so I will write here common side. Okay, so therefore triangle BAD is congruent to triangle CAD by side angle side. So we will write here by SAS congruence rule. Okay, now what we can say, if triangles are congruent, then the triangle, how many corresponding parts we have used? We have made use of two sides. Okay, two pairs of sides. This is side AB and AC, and AD and AD. Okay, AD is a common. So two pairs of corresponding side and the included angle. So a triangle is having how many parts? We can say 3 angles and 3 sides. So we have made here 2 sides and 1 angle. So the remaining parts are automatically congruent. So therefore, so we can say, so what are the remaining parts? The remaining parts are this angle, side BD, side CD, they all are. So BD is congruent to CD, angle ADB is congruent to ADC, but we don't want all the parts. What is our target? Our target is B is equal to C. So we can write angle ABD is equal to angle ACD. So if the two triangles are congruent, the remaining corresponding parts are automatically congruent. So here we will write by CPCT, capital CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So that is, now what is ABD? Another name of ABD is angle B. Okay, And what is the another name of ACD? You can call it angle C. So we proved angle B is congruent to C. Okay, this theorem is also called as isosceles triangle theorem. Hope you have understood this theorem. Let us see theorem 7.3. It is a converse of theorem 7.2. What is the statement? The sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So what is the meaning of this? Triangle ABC. I have drawn triangle ABC and angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, angle B is equal to angle C. Then the sides opposite to equal angles of a triangle are equal. So your target is you have to prove if the two angles are equal, then the opposite sides. So side opposite to angle C is AB and side opposite to angle B is AC. So you have to prove AB is equal to AC. For this purpose, let us have construction. We will construct. Okay. What is construction? Draw bisector of angle BAC, or you can also call it as angle A. Okay, draw bisector of angle BAC intersecting side BC in point D. Okay, so we will draw that. Okay. So this is point D. Okay, and here it is a bisector, therefore angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Let us prove this. Okay, see the proof of this. Okay, so in triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Okay, angle B is congruent to angle C. Okay, so angle B is equal to angle C. Okay, this is angle. Okay, yes, and a reason we will say it is given to you. Then angle BAD, okay, and angle CAD. Again angle, a pair of corresponding angle. This is by construction. Okay, then and what about AD? Side AD is a common side, so AD is equal to AD, so side. So this is the reason you will write common side or common. Okay, so therefore triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Okay, by angle side, angle side, and corresponding angles. Okay, we have to, so here what we are doing when we are proving triangles are congruent means we are selecting corresponding parts and which are congruent, that we have to take. So here angle side, so by angle side, or you can also call it as side angle congruence rule. Okay, congruence rule. Okay, so we proved these triangles are congruent. Now when two triangles are congruent, we have here what we have used, we have used two pairs of angles and one pair of side, so remaining parts are automatically congruent. So therefore we will write, it implies that AB is equal to AC. Reason by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Hope you have understood this theorem.